Hello again. So, I think there's supposed to be a video here, but I honestly don't know. I don't know if I have something to talk about today to make a video about. Like, I was like, I really need to make a video. I'm really feeling like, and said, all right, then I'm gonna do about what? And it's like, yeah, no idea. So I'm just gonna sit here and I don't know, just gonna yap around about anything that's on my mind right now. Because today I kind of have I had like a different day than normal, you could say. Like I had to basically spend the whole day outside because my sister, she had like a lot of things to do through the day, and I had to like pick her up and deliver to whatever place she needed to be because my parents couldn't do it. So all right, here I go. I wake up like, I'm not joking. I wake up like 3 p.m. Oh, I was like basically a zombie walking around. I was like, and said, all right, fine, I'm gonna pick her up. And I go pick her up and bring her to like her like dance academy she has to go sometimes. And I don't know, I felt good. I felt like, I got into the car. I put some tunes in, like the ones I like, and with no pretension at all to do nothing, just doing sake of doing. I like when I saw like a very big stretch on the highway. I said, you know what, you know what? I drive an old BMW for a reason, right? And then I stepped the foot down. It was so fun. I modded I didn't mod the exhaust, but it kind of came already modded. It's a different story, but like I have the exhaust like a little bit louder than normal, just enough to wake up everybody around me. And like hearing that big engine scream is like, yeah, this is fun. I like having this. And then I just got into the vibes of like getting the music on, getting the steering wheel on. It felt like it bring me back to like when I was like little, and like I had the only game I had on the Xbox 360 was Forza 2, and I was like, it was the best game I've ever played in my entire life. Joking, because the game I have played in my entire life was Forza 3 because it's just that good. But like, damn, I have some stutters here. Like my ears are freaking off. Magic. Anyways, like that game was fucking amazing. I loved every second of it, and I couldn't play that much because most of the time I would only get home like very late, and my parents say it's time for bed, enough gaming. I'm like, most of the time when I got to play, I would only play like 1 hour or two, but it was so fun, and I loved every moment of it, and it kind of was the reason it turned me into such a gearhead, such a petrol head, such a car guy per se, And I mean, who could blame it? It's a really good game. It's a really fucking good game. So, anyways, where was I? Oh yeah. I was like going to pick her up, and I let the thing rip, and it was so fun. And went pick her up, deliver her to like the dance academy she has. Stay there, waited out like an hour, and at no point I was like bothered by it as I normally do, because ever since I got sick, like getting out of the house, it's like, oh, it's so terrible. And I mean, my body tends to like just do this to me, and for some reason, it didn't do this time, and it felt great, so great. And like the weird thing is like, I tried to do these things before. I was like, oh, I'm way too much at home. I'm gonna pick my car up and go for a drive because I love doing that. And didn't work. It just stayed the same. I just stayed like more tired, but driving a car. So I just say, oh, then that doesn't work, then I'm not gonna drive my car because gas is expensive these days. So I just didn't drive it that much. And now, and I spent all day like this, and I came back home, still not tired, but when I got into the bed, I just, it wasn't like anything bad at all. But today wasn't anything more than an ordinary day, like the most random, casual, normal, lowest rarity possible game, like possible day, But it just felt so good, and I cannot classify it as a good day. No, it's just a normal day, but it's such a good normal day. It's such an amazing normal day. It's like the best ever. Not at all special day where nothing happens. And then I just after like I got home, I got into bed. Then like talked to some friends, like chit chat, not too much. Like I do those things normally most of the time. And then I guess right, I'm gonna get into Resident. I wanna see what the hell they doing there. And I got into Resident. Uh, why do I don't want to hang out with anybody. Then I looked at all my friends list. Everybody was on. Even more so, everybody was on, and they were in like public worlds. So like I could just go there and hang out. And like even more so, today was karaoke day, and I was like, that's the kind of the day for me, like the real cool day where I want to go and do shit. And I said, I don't really want to, and I just didn't felt like I was willing to hang out with anybody, but I wanted to hang out. I just, I don't know. But expanding on that thought, I think what I didn't want it to do was kind of just talk to people. Hold up. What I mean by that is talk to people, like go through all the little things, just like, hey, what's up, and all the procedures and like just the hangout process. I just wanted to like be with my friends and like just snap my fingers and immediately I am in the middle of a hangout just in doing shit with my friends. And I mean, that is fair. That is completely fair. But I didn't want to go through that part. I just wanted to just be with my friends. So I just ended up not hanging out too much. I just went to meditation, normal things I do generally on the day. And it makes me think now that manufacturing something will never let you fully enjoy it if you're aware of it. Because cognitohazards exist and it's a fucking pain. And I honestly think my problems right now, my sickness, is like it's due to some sort of that, or is very impacted by that. Because as in the moment that I am aware of something existing, it just kind of influences my brain into a spiral that is completely subconscious, and I cannot cannot detect it at all after after it affected me, and it changes everything that I'm gonna think about. And speaking out loud, it is something that seems pretty obvious, but it's like it's a boundary that's really, really, really like interesting to think about because it hits right in the spot, right in between what's conscious, what's unconscious, what's subconscious, and everything in between. Your personality, your soul, your like whatever. But it hits every single part of your mind, physical, mental, everything about you inside it hits, and it's to me it's fucking fascinating because I do believe there's something to be discovered about that because, well, that I can find out about that, but because if it influences me that way and even influences my sickness this way that I cannot influence otherwise, well, I can, but it's way less. then that means there's something very powerful down there, you know? I remember, like, I used to play tennis, like, maybe, yeah, I think I stopped, like, a year, yeah, a year ago, mostly around that, when, because, college, I had no time to play, but I do realize that there were just simply days where, well, that's gonna be a hard one to tell, to, like, explain, but give me a minute. There were days where it was simply sharper, where I could feel like every single millisecond that happened, like my reflex was like, well, like I could, you could see, I could feel like the ball coming in like really, really fast, and I could like think about everything and just prepare and yak, hit it, and be like the perfect ball that I wanted to do. It's like my brain would be just in another level. But there were other days where no matter what I did, I could not hit the damn ball. I could not just get it right. And I discovered like that tied into muscle memory, so that doesn't tie so much into the mind as it ties to like more of a physical aspect, But there I could you could like feel the difference, between like the muscle memory and everything else because I most of the time during tennis I took like a little bit of time to just like kind of reflect on what I was feeling through my whole body while training, like we'll sacrifice a part of the it's not training, it's the session, like the day to like just feel it out, everything that's happening inside and outside, and to get my thing straight. And most of the time when I didn't do this in like the practice, I really forgot about something or something inside the mind or muscle memory. It's something like you have to activate and remember to activate, and it just goes away. It's just like short term memory, And maybe, there's something about that. There's something just in there, just being waiting to be dug out that can explain a bit more about me, a bit more about why I am destroyed the way that I am, why I sometimes feel amazing, sometimes I feel terrible, sometimes I feel uh I don't know, everything. Maybe not everything, but like more to the specific condition. I mean, there's a lot to your mind, there's a lot to your life, so not a lot of different factors, and you gotta count those in when you're doing things. But if I found out, if I find out what this thing is, what it is, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be way better off because I'm gonna have. It's not saying that I'm gonna have a gigantic amount of control, but like, you ever try to like pass like an aglet? You know what an aglet, like the ones you have in your shoes. There's like shorts that have like those things as a kind of a little belt inside, kind of just hanging around from inside, and you just tie it like beach shorts, something like that. If you ever tried getting that aglet that got into like the fabric of the the shorts out of the fabric and back outside again to get tied, that would be the amount of control I say I would have about my situation, right? It would be like just nudging it, but going to the direction I want, something like that. Damn, there's a very, 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 very sorry. That's a very horrible way to explain it, but uh, I cannot really think of another way to like say this in a more easier way to understand. And like, fuck, I was in the middle of a thought. I was about to just get get like the frames. I was in the middle of a thought. I was about to get like the machine gun on and just start spewing words like and getting a really good thought, but like I lost it. God damn it. God damn it. All right, so I lost myself again. So I was talking about tennis, and I was talking then about how I can take advantage of noticing myself. And wait, what the hell? What the fuck was I talking about? I Now in hindsight, I'm completely lost in what I was exactly saying. God damn, I went way too far. Uh, well, I guess I lost myself way too much inside of my mind right now, so I kind of just don't have anything else to talk about. So TLDR here before I forget more things and start developing early onset dementia. Uh, by the way, my family actually has like a history of dementia, so that would be funny. Uh, anyways, what I was talking about is your awareness about any situation will directly impact how you think about that situation in ways that you cannot predict immediately, but with a little bit of practice, you can start noticing patterns and getting what the fuck is happening. But it's not gonna be a completely reliable, but it's gonna be an 80% solution that is better than nothing. Get that? Huh? 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 There's more to say about it, but I'm actually losing it right now. It went to my brain, just got got worked up inside it, and just fell out, and I lost it. It's too slippery. What can I do? What can I say? It's just too slippery. My mind is just, just too fast. It's like a race car, you know? Anyways, bye, 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 bye,